everyone, my name is Hannah, and today I want to talk to you about the CSI Effect. The CSI Effect is the effect that shows like CSI and Law & Order have had on courtrooms all across America. Juries are beginning to believe that these shows are accurate in their depiction of forensic science. They are causing them to believe that there should be more evidence in cases where most often circumstantial evidence is the only kind of evidence you're going to get. Alright. Mac and Stella, Lenny and Jack, they always find the bad guy. And they always find them by some sort of obscure evidence that is often not used in actual forensic science. There's a large difference between the labs in forensic science that are actually used today as opposed to CSI TV labs. For example, photographic enhancement. In CSI, photographic enhancement is amazing. You can find a blurry face that doesn't even look like a human being and have it enhanced so that it actually becomes the perpetrator. Post-processing in the real world only goes so far. This goes for DNA as well. DNA isn't like a microwave dinner. You can't get it in 15 minutes or less. Sometimes there isn't actually even any DNA analysis processing equipment in an average forensics lab. It can take months, even years, for it to be sent to another lab, processed, brought back, and then connected to the case, which might have become a cold case by that time. Everything does not add up in science. It's not always certain, contrary to popular belief. It's not always certain. Roughly 1.1 billion, there's only a roughly 1.1 billion chance of DNA actually matching in DNA profiling. So science does not always add up, and often in shows like CSI and Law & Order, that's what's being shown. Fingerprints aren't everywhere because criminals aren't dumb, and cases take a lot longer than 60 minutes or 3 commercial breaks. This always comes back to the courtroom, so we're going to have some courtroom talk. National Public Radio has done an amazing survey in which they've surveyed judges and jurors to see what they actually believe should be happening in a courtroom. 69% of judges believe that jurors have unrealistic expectations of what goes on in a courtroom due to shows like CSI and Law & Order. And a good 46% of jurors believe that there should be scientific evidence for every criminal case. This goes down to DNA, ballistics, fingerprints, anything you can name, they think that it should be on the table. This is not always the case. So what do we do about this? This is clearly becoming a widespread problem, and our judicial system needs some help. So the first thing we should do is fund small-town crime labs. If we want things to be more accurate, let's help them be more accurate. Warn people that it's not like it is on TV, and study this interesting phenomenon.